Dear students, we can study about the second use of dimensional analysis. നമ്മുടെ ഡയമെൻഷണൽ മെത്തേഡ് ഉപയോഗിച്ചുകൊണ്ട് വി ക്യാൻ ഡിറൈവ് സിമ്പിൾ റിലേഷൻസ്. ഇച്ചിരിയൂടെ ക്ലാരിറ്റിയോടെ പറയുകയാണെങ്കിൽ ഒറ്റ ടേമുള്ള സിംഗിൾ ടേമുള്ള 3 പാരാമീറ്ററുകൾ മാക്സിമം ലിങ്ക് ചെയ്തിരിക്കുന്ന റിലേഷൻസ് ഡിറൈവ് ചെയ്യുവാൻ നമുക്ക് ഈ മെത്തേഡുകൾ ഉപയോഗിക്കാം. നമുക്ക് കുറച്ച് ക്വസ്റ്റ്യനുകൾ ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ ആ കൺസെപ്റ്റ് നമുക്ക് ക്ലിയർ ആയിട്ട് കിട്ടും. സോ വി ക്യാൻ ഗോ വിത്ത് ദ ഫസ്റ്റ് ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ. ഒബ്ടൈൻ an expression for kinetic energy capital E of a body of mass small m and moving with velocity v. സോ നമുക്ക് ഈ റിലേഷൻ ഉണ്ടാക്കണം. കൈനറ്റിക് എനർജി മാസുമായും വെലോസിറ്റിയുമായിട്ടും റിലേറ്റഡ് ആണ്. അപ്പം അതിൻ്റെ റിലേഷൻ പക്ഷെ ഓൾറെഡി തന്നെ നമുക്കറിയാം ആ കൈനറ്റിക് എനർജിയുടെ റിലേഷൻ ഈസ് ഹാഫ് എം വി സ്ക്വയർ. ബട്ട് വി ക്യാൻ ട്രൈ ടു സോൾവ് ഇറ്റ്. ഏതൊക്കെ സ്റ്റെപ്പുകളാണ് നമ്മൾ എഴുതേണ്ടത്? ഓർക്കണം, ഇവിടെ തന്നിരിക്കുന്ന ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ ഇങ്ങനെയാണ്. എനർജി എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് 2 പാരാമീറ്ററുകളിലൂടെ അത് ഡിപ്പെൻഡ് ചെയ്തിരിക്കുന്നു, മാസും വെലോസിറ്റിയും. But we don't know about its power. So the first step is to represent that relation with unknown powers. Then after that, you have to change that proportionality by just multiplying a numerical dimensionless constant. So we can write as m raised to a, v raised to b. Then the next step is you have to find the dimensions on both sides. 2 സൈഡുകളിലും dimensions കണ്ടുപിടിക്കുക. So here E is what? The energy. So we know as ml square t raised to minus 2. Then what is the dimension of here? Mass. We already know it is m. So m raised to a. The next one for velocity, we know mlt raised to minus 1, the whole raised to b. So we can just distribute at first. So it becomes m raised to a, l raised to b, t raised to minus b. So you get the value equal to, you just compare the two. Here the m got the power of 1, here m got the power of a. So we can say that 1 should equal to a. So that is the first very important concept. Second one, you just compare the powers of L. So it is given as 2 is equal to b. So another concept. And here again that the power of ts minus 2 equal to minus b. So we can say that 2 equal to b. So we get the values for a and b. So you can substitute as e proportional to m raised to 1 and v raised to b, v raised to 2. But there is no relations linking that constant. So that is the demerit with the dimensional analysis. But we can dimensionally get the equation. So a good question. So we can move with another good question. See. വളരെ ഗുഡായിട്ടുള്ള ഒരു റിലേഷനിലേക്ക് നമുക്ക് മൂവ് ചെയ്യാൻ ശ്രമിക്കാം. The time period of a simple pendulum that depends on length L of the pendulum mass M of the bob and the acceleration due to gravity at the place. Derive the relation for time period. So the first very important step is we have to construct the empirical formula. Here it is given the time period is proportional to length, the mass m and g. So we can need to find what is the value for A, B and C. So the second step is to just multiply with that dimensionless constant. Then try to write the dimensions on both sides. So here got the t only. So m raised to 0, L raised to 0, t is the dimension for LHS. Then for right hand side as L raised to A, em raised to B and L t raised to minus 2 raised to Z. So rearrange them. So here m got the power of B only. Then here L raised to A, L raised to C, then t raised to minus 2Z. So you just compare on left hand side and right hand side. You get the value for here the m to the power 0. Take the value as here B. And next one L power 0, that is equal to A plus C. Similarly for the t, the power is 1 equal to minus 2Z. So from that relation, you get the value for C is equal to minus half. If C is equal to half, from this relation A, take the value as minus C. So minus into C, C is what? Minus half. So A, take the value as 1 by 2. So we get the value for A, half, Z, B, 0, and C minus half. So time period proportional to L rise to 1 by 2, M rise to 0, and G rise to minus half. So we can write that L rise to half, the M rise to 0, any quantity rise to 0 become 1. That division by, we can take this value in the denominator. So G rise to half. So the time period proportional to that L raised to half is nothing but a root that much L by G. It is a very, very important concept. So a simple relations can be easily derived by using this concept. So we can go with another one more simple question. See, the centripetal force on a body under circular motion depends on the mass m, the velocity v, and the radius r of the circle. derive the relation for centripetal force. So go through carefully. It is a good question. So here, at first we can write that centripetal force, that F is proportional to the mass m, the velocity v, and radius r with the powers say a, b, and c. So we can write the equation as F is equal to the constant k into m raised to a, v raised to b, r raised to c. You can just write the dimensions on both sides. You get the value as mlt raised to minus 2. That should be equal to, here as m raised to a, it is a dimensionless constant. So v as lt raised to minus 1 raised to b and l raised to z. We can regroup here m to the power of a, here l raised to b raised to z, so b plus e, so t raised to minus b. So you just compare the two, and here m got the value, the powers as 1, that equal to a, and here L got as 1 equal to b plus z, and here the minus 2 take the value as minus b. So from that b take the value as 2, so c take the value as 1 minus b, 1 minus 2 as minus 1. So you just use this concept here. The centripetal force is equal to k into m to the power of a, v to the power of 2, and c, that r take the value as raised to minus 1. So that is equal to k into mv square by r. A very important relation. On derivation, actual derivation, k takes the value as 1. So this is a very simple but very important method. So we can just go through some previous year question papers, questions for entrance also. So see the very important concept. Question. Assuming that the critical velocity Vc of a viscous fluid flowing through a tube depends only upon its density rho, radius of the tube r, and the coefficient of viscosity of fluid eta, then show by the method of dimensions as V is equal to a constant k into eta by rho r. So this is the question. At first, here it is nothing but the velocity, here the rho, the density, r, the radius. then we should know what is the coefficient of viscosity. So for that, keep in mind, suppose a drop of water is coming in air from a large height, then after some distance, it gains a particular term in a velocity. So there we can link that eta with a simple relation. The viscous force or the resistive force given by the air on the drop of water is given as 6 pi eta rv. There v is called the terminal velocity. Based on that, you get the dimension for eta is equal to the dimension of F division by R into the dimension of velocity. So that is equal to ml t raised to minus 2 by L into L t raised to minus 1. So you get the value as ml raised to minus 1 t raised to minus 1. So a very important concept. If you know that one, then you can easily derive the relation. And see the case here on the left hand side. If you just write the dimensions, we can say that L t raised to minus 1 is equal to eta. K is dimensionless, so eta, that is m L raised to minus 1 t raised to minus 1 by that rho. So we have to show that, but dimensional method we have to use it. So we can just use the simple concept as VC proportional to say rho raised to A, R raised to B, and eta raised to Z. So then we can derive that concept. See, for that, see, so we can just construct the empirical relation as Vc is equal to rho raised to A, R raised to B, eta raised to Z. We can write the dimensions on both sides. So m raised to 0, Lt raised to minus 1 is equal to the density, you know, m L raised to minus 3 raised to A, that radius as L raised to B. So eta is m L raised to minus 1 t raised to minus 1 raised to Z, that is equal to m to the power of A, here 1c. So we can write as A plus Z, here L raised to minus the 3A, here plus B, here minus C, then here t only t raised to minus C. So then you can link here 0 take the value as A plus C, 1 take the value as minus 3A plus B minus C, minus 1 take the value as minus Z. So from that you get the value as C is equal to 1. If C is equal to 1, you can substitute here A equal to minus Z, so minus 1. Then we need the value for B. So B take the value as 1 plus 3A plus C. So equal to 1 plus 3 into A. So minus 1 plus Z. So equal to 2 minus 3. So equal to minus 1. So we can just substitute here. So V is equal to K into rho raised to minus 1, R raised to B, and eta raised to 1. So you get the value as eta by R rho. So we give the solution to that one. So we can move to the last question for the for the second uses to derive the simple, very important relations. So the question is this one. The wavelength associated with the wavelength associated with we can denote as wavelength as lambda. A moving particle depends upon its mass m, its velocity v, and Planck's constant h, show that lambda proportional to h by mv. So for that, we can just write the relation as usual as lambda proportional to m raised to a, v raised to b, and h raised to z. Our aim is to find what is the powers. So for that, you can just write the dimensions on both sides. So here as m raised to 0, l raised to 0, lambda it is length, so l raised to 1, t raised to 0 equal to here m to the power of a, l t raised to minus 1 to the power of b, and that h take the value as m l square t raised to minus 1 raised to z. So here it is m raised to a plus c, m raised to a, m raised to c, here l to the power of b plus 2z. Then here as a t raised to minus b minus e. So you can just compare the two. So m here the power is 0. So 0 take the value as a plus c, and 1 take the value as b plus 2c, and 0 t raised to 0 take the value as minus b minus e. So you can solve it together, and here on solving you get the value as a take the value as minus c, that is equal to minus 1, and b take the value as again minus 1, and c take the value as 1. On substituting, you get the value as lambda equal to the constant into m raised to minus 1, v raised to minus 1, h raised to 1, or lambda is proportional to h by m to v. So that relation, that is the de Broglie wavelength. De Broglie wavelength. You can study that topic on the second year. So we completed our second use. So we can wait for the third use in another video. God bless you. Take care.